Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow went down with a left foot injury today against the Jags. Let's break this down. We saw him limping off and favoring that left leg on the way to the locker room. Important clues with the trainer immediately after the injury. Looks overall reassuring. First, Burrow is pointing to the top of the foot and ankle near the toe, not pointing towards the Achilles. Second, this dorsiflexion followed by plantar flexion would not be possible if the Achilles had completely ruptured. He was also ambulatory on the sidelines, making a full rupture extremely unlikely. Going through the sequence of events, keep an eye on that left leg and foot. It's likely the injury occurs here with his left foot in dorsiflexion and that first MTP joint in hyperextension. There is a possible pop here, which, if not Achilles, can include a calf strain or plantaris tendon injury. However, it has been listed as a toe injury, so these might be less likely. The toe here is in maximal hyperextension. This puts a stress on the plantar plate under the first MTP and the capsule. Then you see the foot shoot out from under him. This is likely where the capsule and or ligaments or tendons are stretched and torn. This mechanism is the classic way a turf toe injury occurs. A positive in this sense is that no one falls on the back here. That's typically when you see fractures and or moderate to high grade turf toes like we saw with Brock Purdy last week. This is the big toe fully flexed and here it is in extension. This animation shows extension closer to 30 or 35 degrees. However, a healthy MTP joint can be stretched up to 60 degrees when you apply force under the toe. Between the first metatarsal bone and proximal phalanx is the MTP joint. Within this joint, you have the plantar plate, a capsule, and collateral ligaments, all of which become overloaded and stretched when they're forced into hyperextension. This occurs simultaneously with the sesamoids and flexor tendons being jammed into the turf. This flexor tendon here can also be injured in this mechanism, and you can also have an impingement that causes significant pain in this region. Something cool, Cincinnati is the only stadium in the NFL that has an MRI in the stadium, which means they should know the grade of the injury and specific diagnosis today. On average, if this is a turf toe and it's mild, it can cost Burrow about 1 to 2 weeks. If it's a little bit more severe, it could be 4 to 6 weeks and sometimes might require surgery. If there's plantar plate, sesamoid, or tendon involvement, you're looking at a potentially 2 to 4 week injury if it's mild. Wishing Burrow a safe and speedy recovery.